So we are here with Poppy, one of our sponsored athletes, and she is going to do her Meet the Athlete video because we've not done one yet, have we? So let's start off with, why don't you tell people about how you got into athletics? What sort of started you getting into it?
So I was 11 when I started training for athletics. It was at school. My PE teacher just grabbed me out of the crowd because I was tall and threw me over a high jump bar, and that was pretty much it.
And have you always done high jump, or did you start off doing other things as well? I
started off with pentathlon. I did a little bit of heptathlon as I moved up into age groups, but high jump was always my best event. So yeah, I just sort of made the decision to specialise in that quite early on. So yeah, I hurdled up until the age of about 15, 16 as well. But then, yeah, high jump was my one thing that I focused on.
Good. And how do you train for your event? How do you train for the high jump? Is it because I met
hard? Yeah, so it varies between the winter and the summer. So in the winter we do a lot of sprinting, longer sprints, like sort of 200, 300s. And loads of weights and loads of plyometrics. We don't jump that much during the winter, and then once we sort of taper down to start competing, we introduce the jumping working on our run-ups and things like that, and we lose the longer sprints and do shorter, sharper sprints. And yeah, so we sort of taper down and then we go back into heavy work after the indoor season, but we don't go quite as heavy as we did in September time, just put a little bit more petrol in, and then yeah, we taper right down for the season, and it's sort of 2 jump sessions a week. We still keep some of the running in, 2 weight sessions a week, but yeah, so during September to December I train every day, so sometimes twice a day, so yeah.
Pretty full on then.
Yeah.
And how do you sort of fuel your body to do that? Do you like take a lot of time on your nutrition and things like that?
Yeah, nutrition's quite important to me. So I was really ill a couple of years ago. So I find that my body, more so than other people, really reacts to what I eat now. Like if I have something bad, I feel it for like the next 2 or 3 days. Whereas some athletes can eat bad and get away with it. So yeah, nutrition's really important to me. So again, it varies. In the winter months I need a few more calories. And I've been working with a nutritionist at uni. He's really helped me this year. So hi Chris, shout out to Chris. Yeah, so he's really helped me this year with my nutrition. So basically the main source of each meal will be a protein base, and then fill it around with fats and carbohydrates also before training. Depending on calorie consumption, I'll take a shake instead of food if I need that after training, but usually I try to stick to foods because you know what's in them. In terms of supplements, I take omega-3 like fish oil just to help with my bones. Jumping takes it out on your joints quite a lot, which is my osteo James knows all about that. So yeah, I take omega-3. During the winter months I take like BCAAs, which is branched chain amino acids, which is like a protein which helps me recover. And I take acidophilus, which is basically like a bacteria kind of tablet supplement, which just keeps all the bad bacteria at bay. So yeah.
Pretty impressive nutrition plan then.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier about uni. Now you're going into your 4th year.
Yeah.
How do you manage training, competing, and studying for a degree?
Finally, after 4 years, I managed to get it right. In my 2nd year, I really struggled. My athletics took a dip. I dislocated my ankle as a result of not having the strength work in place, because I was focusing on the uni work too much and not the athletics enough. In my 1st year, I focused on the athletics too much and not the uni work enough, so I ended up getting ill. My 3rd year I finally worked out what to do, which I split my degree, so I'm doing it over 2 years, my final year over 2 years. So I've just finished my first half. I start my second half in September, and that allows me to train sort of 35 plus hours a week, and go to my lectures and do the extra work after my lectures, because before I was going to the lecture and going straight to the track, going home, eating, sleeping. and I just didn't have time to do the extra work. And that's not me at all. I do everything 100%. So not to be able not to do that in my second year was really damaging, like to my course, my grades, and just me in myself. I wasn't able to put 100% into both things. So I took the decision to sort of split the uni this year, and that has allowed me to train more, put the hours in that I need to at the track, and also get in the library when I need to, and put the extra hours in for work.
So you mentioned just then about dislocating your ankle in the second year. Yeah. How would you say that Cedar Hall has helped you, like with their sponsorship and sort of through the injuries, because you have had a couple of injuries, haven't you?
Yeah, the last couple of years I had some really nasty stuff. So my first year at uni I had glandular fever, so it's not an injury, but Cedar Hall really helped me getting back from that. I had loads of help from sort of the nutrition side of the team, and just sort of psychological help just to keep going. And it was nice to have that family feel around me, that sometimes I couldn't speak to my family, so to speak to some of the other guys here, Jackie and Sarah, it was really good to sort of just have another opinion on, do you think I'm well enough to train, things like that. Usually the answer was no. But then yeah, so my second year I dislocated my ankle, which was really nasty. I did it while I was away in Tenerife training, and straight away I was on Facebook and on WhatsApp messaging Cedar Hall saying, you know, what should I do, what do you think of the doctors have said, blah blah blah, and just had the advice there straight away. As soon as I was home, the next day I was in the clinic getting treated. James was stabbing me with needles. But yeah, it really sped up the process of healing. I wasn't able to compete that year, which we hoped maybe I'd be able to get 1 or 2 at the end of the season, but realistically I wasn't going to be able to jump as well as we all wanted me to. So we took the decision to just leave it, and then got back and indoors jumped 78, which was fantastic because the doctor said that I wouldn't be able to jump. So yeah, Cedar Hall basically helped keep me in one piece. So yeah, the help is amazing. My body wouldn't be in the sport anymore. My head would still be, my heart would still be, but my body would have given up by now. So yeah, the help they give me is really, really great.
That's good. And have you got any last sort of words of wisdom for any young aspiring athletes out there? Anything that you would have done differently or you'd advise people to do?
Yeah, definitely. For those just getting into athletics, try everything. Even the things that you don't like doing, try everything. Don't let anyone sort of push you into one event. I think one of my mistakes was focusing too early. I think I would have been a good multi-eventer now looking back. But no, don't let anyone push you into anything too soon. And if you have a bad day, just pick yourself up, try it again. I've had plenty of bad days. And if you get an injury, get it looked at, don't ignore it. And look after your body, because trust me, once you get into your 20s, your body disagrees with you a bit more than when you're in your teens. So yeah, look after your bodies, and I'll Cedar Hall for any advice that you may need. So we're all on Twitter, so give us a shout.